It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Quick completion on the out. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to move it.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pulls and fires complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Taking it the other way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires complete on the crosser. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Kennesaw State found a way to pick up the W. And a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to at KSU. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play on that 4th down to cover.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Denson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Yeah, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
To the air on second down. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the ball comes to rest right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. There he goes! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. The defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Gamecocks are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for us.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Gets the back moving. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Under fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Harvin. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up the sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And his slip's just inside that right upright. And now they take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Bryant. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Complete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be fit.
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He leaves it with his back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Clemson. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the gun, the running back has it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. 1st and 10 for the offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. The give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Gamecocks are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brings into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to surge it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Wants to throw. It's Bryant. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to pass on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Kept it, and he's past the mark. We've reached a break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense held it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short count.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Clemson! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
South Carolina, 36.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harmon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Looking left. It's complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. The offense coughs it up. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And it's no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take it. He's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. dead center perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Denson. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good, like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the...
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.